Hey friends, welcome to our first themed day. This is our camping day, and I have the most perfect book for us today. This was actually given to me by Carter in our class, and as soon as I got it in the mail, I thought, oh my gosh, I need to read this for our camping day. This is A Camping Spree with Mr. Magee. Early one morning at 7:03, Mr. Magee and his little dog, Dee, packed up the camper and hitched up the load, hopped in the Rambler, and then hit the road. They drove to the mountains far from the sea for 2 nights of camping, or possibly 3. "There's nothing like camping," said Mr. Magee. "I know you will love it. Just you wait and see. The views are fantastic. There's hardly a sound. Aside from the wildlife, there's no one around. And the air is so sweet you'll sleep like a log," said Mr. Magee to his small spotted dog. Do you think they're going to have a good time? A few hours later, they took a sharp right and found a great spot to lay camp for the night. It was high on a hill with a beautiful view of Mount Adams, Mount Adams, Mount Lincoln, and Jefferson too. But perhaps the most wonderful feature of all was the brook that ran over a steep waterfall. Dee gathered pine cones and branches and logs. Magee made a campfire and cooked some hot dogs. And as the sun set behind far distant knolls, they sat roasting marshmallows over the coals. Looks like they found a pretty good spot, huh? It's a great view. Oops. As the embers went out, they felt tired and dozy, so they climbed in their bunk beds, all comfy and cozy. But while they were falling asleep without care, along came a stumbling, bumbling bear, a kindly old bear whose sight wasn't so clear. He couldn't see far and he couldn't see near. But he could smell marshmallows, sticky and sweet. The smell made him hungry. He wanted a treat. Uh-oh, make a prediction. What do you think that bear is going to do? He sniffed out the place where the marshmallows lay, but the car and the camper were in the bear's way. Yet that didn't stop the sneaky old snitch. He simply tried squeezing right under the hitch. And as he was shimmying into the gap, he pushed up the hitch, which let go with a snap. So the hitch is what holds the trailer to the car. And so he accidentally undid it. So what do you think is going to happen now? JJ, what do you think is going to happen? Here's JJ stealing my jacket. JJ, what do you think is going to happen? I saw another dog yesterday, so he's still upset. Now that the camper and the car were untied, they started to roll down the rocky hillside. The car bounced away on the old logging road while the camper was heading to where the stream flowed. It flew down the hill in a wild, bumpy ride, with Dee and Magee sleeping soundly inside. How are they able to sleep so soundly, bumping down that hill? I don't know. They were snoring and snoozing, enjoying a dream, when splash went the camper right into the stream. Do you think they're still asleep in there? The splash shook the camper. They bumped out of bed. "Now what in the world was that?" Mr. Magee said. And when he looked out and saw where they were, his hair stood on end, and so did Dee's fur. They were caught in the rapids, but that wasn't all. They were headed smack dab for the big waterfall. Boys! They're just playing, but of course it's right in the middle of our story. Dee and Magee both started to quiver as faster and faster they headed downriver. But just when they thought they'd fall over the edge... Yeah, you're being very... You're being very loud. If you want to listen to the story, you need to sit. Their camper got stuck on a rock at the ledge. So there they were, stranded. Magee and his pup on the top of a waterfall, 50 feet up. Oh my goodness, how are they going to get out of that? Meanwhile, that nearsighted bear from before was searching for one little marshmallow more, when lo and behold, as if out of a dream, he spied something sweet floating over the stream. But what the bear thought was a marshmallow treat was really the hitch and not something to eat. See, he thinks this is a marshmallow. Oh, you are being such good boys. Thank you. The bear was determined to capture his prize, so he jumped in the water right up to his thighs. He splashed through the stream to the edge of the fall and snatched up the trailer hitch, camper and all. Looks like the bear might save them. Dee felt a tug. Magee heard a knock as the bear pulled the camper right off of the rock. He dragged them both all the way back to the bank when he realized the hitch was not sweet, but quite rank. He spit out the hitch and left in dismay, while Magee and Dee's camper again rolled away. It flew down the path with a jolt and a jar. And stopped in some bushes right next to the car. Dee popped her head out. Magee looked out too. Had they really stopped rolling? Could it be true? At last things were quiet and peaceful and still. They hooked up the hitch and drove off down the hill. And on the way home, Magee said to Dee, "That trip wasn't quite like I thought it would be." So when they got home, with the sky turning red, they decided to camp in the backyard instead. The end. I hope you enjoyed that camping story. It was pretty silly. I know that Mr. Magee always has some crazy adventures. So I hope you guys have a great day of camping. It's raining where I live. I hope it's not raining where you live. But if it is, you can still build a fort inside. I think I'm going to do that with Remy and JJ. We'll see how long it lasts. Oh, there they go. All right, friends. I'll see you later. Bye.